Hello and welcome to Bernette. This chat is about the Bernette 60 Airlock series, similarities and differences. I am Doris Breckbuell, educator and overlock specialist at Bernina International. I welcome you and...
I'm Alessandra, I'm a dressmaker and I'm working at Bernina International as an overlock specialist.
The Bernette 60 series. 3 models. The Bernette 62 Airlock, which is a cover stitch and chain stitch machine. The Bernette 64 Airlock, an overlock machine.
And the b68 overlock, cover and combo machine.
The b62 sews with 4, 3 and 2 threads, 7 different stitches, or I must say it sews a wide cover stitch with either 2 or 3 needles. It sews the narrow cover stitch with center and left or center and right needle, and it sews the chain stitch with either left, center or right needle. The b64 Airlock sews with 4, 3 and 2 threads, 16 different overlock stitches such as 4-thread overlock, 3-thread overlock, wide or narrow, flat lock, rolled hem, a variety of stitches.
And the b68 with 16 different overlock stitches, 7 cover stitches and 8 combo stitches. In total there are 31 different stitches.
And what I like about the combo stitches is the width, 12.6 millimeters wide. We can sew the combo stitches on the b68, which I personally find ideal if I sew a loosely woven fabric, or if I combine a woven and a knitted fabric, or different fabric qualities. So there's much more to a combo machine than to a cover stitch and an overlock machine, because I can do these combo stitches in one go. Now we talked about the different stitches. Of course, you don't need to know them by heart. We have a stitch overview coming with the machine, the stitch chart, and so does a quick reference guide. So upon selecting a stitch, the chart shows me how to set tensions, stitch lengths, differential feed, and so on for each stitch.
And we also have it for the b68 with the overlock stitches at one side, cover and combo stitches at the other side.
But before we set for the stitch, we thread the machine.
Correct. So as the name says, it's an overlock with an air threader. So I have to pull the thread maybe 30 centimeters out. Oh, I forgot, always the same. I first have to close the pipes as well with the hand wheel. Then I have to pull the thread 30 centimeters out, take it a centimeter in the nozzle, pull the button, and it's thread.
It still works faster than individually threading each guide, and you can't go wrong with an air threader. After using the air threader, what's next?
The needle threads. You don't have to know it by heart as well, because you have the color code inside. So you just have to follow the color code, and you also have a needle threader to pull it in.
And then, after threading?
First, I have to deactivate the pipes for the looper, close the cover, set the machine, and I'm ready to sew.
Excellent. Threading is really easy. Then let's come to the sewing comfort.
Yeah, there's something more. We have here the often used accessories, like a tweezer or a screwdriver. And there's something more. The other accessories comes in a box.
And of course, each model has its own accessory box with 5 spool nets and spool caps for the b68 and 4 parts each for the b64 and the b62 airlock.
One point for the sewing comfort is the knee lifter. I can push it with the knee to raise the foot or lower it.
I think many of you, or especially we, are used to the knee lifter. I wouldn't want to miss it because it really allows you to have both hands free to guide or position your sewing project. And then there's more sewing comfort, not just the knee lifter. There is a large slide-on table, and by the way, the knee lifter is of course standard with all models. The slide-on table is also standard with all 3 models. The slide-on table extends my sewing space to the left.
And there's something more to extend the table, because now I have a hole here. I can change the cover insert, pull it out, take the larger one, put it easily in, and now I have a flat space, which is also larger at the front.
And this cover stitch insert is also a standard for the b68 and the b62. Together with the slide-on table, I can enlarge this machine for comfortable sewing. How much is the sewing space to the right so that I can conveniently sew?
The sewing space on the right side is 130 millimeters.
That's really a good space to conveniently sew larger projects. And as you can see, the sewing space is also well lit with 5 bright LED lights. Now that I've attached the slide-on table on that machine, there's even more sewing space. And I mean, all 3 models do have a free arm. Around the free arm, you can conveniently sew tubular or circular items. And the free arm cover is easily detached or attached. Free arm and free arm cover are with all 3 models. Next would be the cut-off spin. The 2 models that can sew, cut and neaten come with a cut-off spin that easily attaches to the front. And the b62, where you may also have some thread bits or some trimmings of your hem allowance, the cut-off spin is an optional accessory. It also attaches under the cover stitch insert. I think these are the most important things when it comes to sewing comfort. What about the motor and the maximum speed?
So the maximum speed from the machine is up to 1,300 stitches per minute. And I can push really soft for slow or for fast. Push it harder.
And that's of course again the same for all 3 models. All 3 models are driven by an AC motor with a max speed of 1,300 stitches.
So I think we have to talk about the needles, because I don't really know which needle I use for which machine. So I see the type and the size. And if I use the needles, I can also have a needle pad to put my needles in, which I don't use. And would you like to explain what is the empty seam?
Yeah, did we forget MTC too? MTC, which is next to the stitch plate, is fine-tuning or micro-thread control, fine-tuning for the looper threads. That means MTC is only on the b64 and 68, because here we control the overedge thread. So MTC has there a value where you use different thread qualities, decorative threads, where you go really wide with your stitch. Your overlock stitch can go up to 7 millimeters width, and it also has a maximum length of 5 millimeters. The MTC allows you to bring more looper thread into your stitch and balance it, or to have a minus of MTC to avoid loose loops over the edge. Now I talked about stitch length and differential feed. Is there more about the stitch attributes we want to talk about, or we forgot?
No, I think we have all.
Then let's come to optional accessories.
Yeah. So the optional accessory, if you know it from the Bernette 4 series, you can use the same accessory with the b60 series. So here we have for the cover some belt loops, some binders, and I think for the overlock you have also a kit.
That's right. For the overlock stitches we have the metal feet such as elasticator, gathering foot or piping foot. These feet from the Bernette 40 series, the overlock feet, are compatible with the b64 and 68, and as you said, the transparent feet for cover stitches are compatible with b68 and b62. They come as sets, or you can also purchase them individually packaged. Further optional accessories come from Bernina, such as the Bernina trolley that was developed for the L8 series. Of course, that trolley is also suitable for your Bernette 60 model, because it is quite large or maybe heavy. To be on the road, use the trolley. And then there's two more accessories, the binders that are coming from the Bernina L890, a single fold binder and a double fold binder. They can also be attached to your Bernette cover stitch machines 62 and 68.
Do we forgot something?
I think we covered the similarities and differences between the 62 cover stitch machine, 64 overlock machine and 68 overlock cover stitch combo machine. What I forgot actually is, yes, I mentioned that we have the stitch overview plus the quick start guide. Those two documents come with your machine. A more detailed manual, if you need one, is available for download. Did I forget something?
No, I think now we have everything.
Then, as always towards the end, we recommend try it yourself, have a hands-on, book a class or an appointment with your dealer, and try to find out if the b68 is your model or the b64 fits your sewing needs, or if you need a cover stitch machine like the b62 that goes well with your already existing overlocker or sewing machine.
So thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again. Guided with the color card. Blue. Two ways, and accessories are also stored.
Is good?
Yeah.
Bernette, for all my ideas.